Hello everyone, how are you? Okay, students, today we will start a new topic that is regular and irregular verbs. As you can see, I have written in brackets that regular is also called weak verbs and irregular is also called strong verb, right? So let's see. A verb is a word that is used to indicate the position or condition of the subject, to denote the action of the subject or what is possessed by the subject. Okay, let us see this definition with the help of example. See, if I say I have 3 chocolates, here helping verb have is suggesting possession, right? That I have 2 chocolates. If I say I dance very well, here dance verb denote the action, right? So students, here you are to understand that verbs, they are converted into their past form in two different ways. I mean to say that there are two kinds of the verbs. Usually in most of the verbs you add ed, d, t or ied while changing them into their past form, right? So let us see how these verbs are converted into their past form. Students, you are to remember that the verbs that end in ied, ed, d or t, in their past form they are called regular verbs. For example, the base form of the verb is capture. In this spelling you have just added d. You have just added d and it has become captured. Now in the word achieve, you again added d and it has become achieved, that is the past form. Now in bend, what did you do? You remove d and added t. So it has become bent. Some more examples. Gain, you added ed. Here you added ed. It has become gained. Keep, you added t and removed one e. Keep, kept. Kept is the past form of the main verb keep. In the same way, work, we added ed and it has become in the past form work, worked, right? Now students, where you are going to put ied, ed, d or t, there are some rules for it. Let us see them one by one. Number 1, if your verb ends in consonant plus y, means, see this example, the last alphabet is y and the second last alphabet is d, right? In this case, what we'll do, we will ignore y completely. We will drop it. We will not use y. And instead of that, we will use 3 alphabets, I, E, D. So the example study, it become studied, S-T-U-D, and we have added I-E-D. In the same way, hurry, it has R, one consonant plus Y. It changes into hurried, right? Now let us see rule number 2, vowel plus Y. For example, see these two verbs. The last alphabet is Y and second last is A, right? So what we will do, we will just add ed after the last alphabet, that is after Y. So play becomes played and enjoy becomes enjoyed. Let us move to number 3, consonant plus e. If you in your main verb, the word ends in these two alphabet, means the last alphabet is e and second last is a consonant. Students, you already know that in English alphabets, a, e, I, o, u, these are 5 vowels because they give you the sense of sound, and rest of the alphabets, they come in the category of consonant, right? So it is k, it is a consonant and then it is ending in e. In this case also we add d. Only d is to be added. See the spelling, like, liked, move, moved, Now let us move to number 4. One vowel plus one consonant means the last alphabet should be a consonant and second last should be a vowel. See the example, bag, B-E-G, bag. G is a consonant and E is a vowel. In this case, what we do, we double the last consonant and add ed. See, bag becomes bagged and plan becomes planned. Here we have doubled the last alphabet, that is a consonant in both the example. G is doubled, it has become bagged, and N is doubled, it has become planned. Now let us move to number 5. Two vowels and one consonant. See students, if the last alphabet is a consonant and after that there are two vowels, right? For example, pair. In pair, see the last alphabet is a consonant and I and A, these are two vowels. In this case also we will only add ed. So it becomes paired and favor becomes favored. Let us move to number 6. Two consonants. If there are only two consonants at the last of the word, then also we add ed. See, address, SS, there are two consonants, so we will just add ed, it becomes addressed. And in the bark, RK, both are consonants. See, R and K, both are consonants, it changes into barked. Students, there is one thing, see, when we change base form of the verb into its past forms, most of the time we add ed. You can see there are 4 rules which tells you that we add ed, right? And for IED there is only one rule. You should always remember, when there is a consonant plus y, we add IED, but also remember that we do not use y. We remove y completely and we just add IED, right? So let us see now some examples, some rules. Means there are no rules for irregular verbs, but we can see some examples, right? For regular verbs there are rules how we change them into their past form, but for irregular verbs there is no rule. It's a matter of cramming only, right? The more you read them, the more you practice them, the better it will be, right? See, the verbs that do not end in ed, or you can say ied, or you can say d, or you can say t, in their past forms they are called irregular verbs. For example, arise, it becomes arose. And if I talk about the third form, it becomes arisen. Arise, arose, arisen, right? Come, came. Eat, ate. Fall, fell, and fallen is the third form. Students, you can see very clearly that the base form completely changes, the spelling changes completely, right? Like go, went, write, wrote, see, saw, win, and won, right class? So we can say that in the case of irregular verbs, which are also called strong verbs, the spelling changes completely. In all the 3 forms the spelling changes completely, but sometime here also we have second form and the third form same. For example, win, won, won, right? So and now question comes, are there any verb which do not change its form in any of the tense? For example, see, hit, sat, bit, cast, bet, let, spread, cut, put, hurt, thirst, split, shut, coast. These are some of the verbs that do not change. Their spelling, their pronunciation, it remains same in all the 3 forms of the verb, right? Now let us see how do we form negative sentence. If I talk about past tense, right, and I need to change it into negative sentence, then I will use did, and while I am using did, I will use first form of the verb. For example, Nidhi wore a new dress to the party. Here wore is second form of the verb, so I can say this sentence isn't simple past tense. So let me change it into negative. Nidhi did not wear a new dress to the party. See, here I have used wear. Why? Because I have already used the past form, that is did. I hope students you have understood. Please take a reading and see the full video at least 2 times. Thank you. Have a nice day.